Hey you guys, my name is Mara Sullivan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about how to keep going, pursuing YouTube, keep making videos when you feel like no one's watching, when you're just starting out, or even if you've been at this for a while now and you still feel like you're not making progress or no one's watching or no one cares. I'm going to be sharing some things that are helping me to keep going. For me, I am just starting out. I just started posting YouTube videos literally a week ago. And so I this is brand new to me. And doing YouTube has been something that I've wanted to do for so long. It's something that I've started and stopped for so long that going into this new year and with this whole winter arc trend has really motivated and inspired me to just make no excuses and to just do it. And I'm so happy to be in a place where I genuinely do not care about what people have to say, or I don't care about being cringe, and I don't care about, you know, haters on the internet or trolls or anything crazy like that. Like, this is something that I'm doing solely for me and 100% because I want to do it. I'm at the place with YouTube where I'm going to make these videos whether no one watches or not. And I think that that's kind of like my first pieces of advice, just jumping right into it. You have to kind of have the mindset that you're doing this for yourself. You really have to ask yourself, you have to have a really strong why, because if you're just starting out when, no one really knows you, I have a little over 200 followers on Instagram. Like, I have no huge following by any means on any platform. And so I really am starting this from scratch. And for me, that's the fun of it, is seeing, where it can go, or seeing that I can make some progress. And something else that's really motivated me is that even though, obviously, like I said, this is brand new for me, so I literally have maybe 10 subscribers right now and maybe like 10 views or a little over 10 views on each video. And even though that's like so obviously low, like that's little to nothing, somebody is watching these videos. None of my videos are zero, and my subscriber count is not zero. So somebody is watching, and so it's motivating me to keep posting because somebody is watching. And so, that's really motivating. And it also really helped me to, I was like super scared to post that I was doing these videos. I was very scared to post this on my Instagram because, like I said, I have barely a following at all on Instagram, but the people who do follow me on Instagram are the people who know me personally. And so I think that is something that holds so many people back when they first start YouTube, is that like you want to wait until you get successful before you share it. And you can wait if you want to, but I promise you it'll take you longer to get there if you do that, because the sooner you just put yourself out there, the sooner that you share what you're doing, somebody who you share it with is going to watch, and that's actually going to benefit you. And so you have to kind of be okay with being cringe. You have to take the narrative, into your own hands. For me, when I posted that I was making these videos, um I did my first post on it on my stories, um literally like 3 or 4 days ago, and I put that I'm in my cringe era. So I made it fun, I made it cute. I personally publicly acknowledged that this is cringe, and so I own the narrative. And so anyone who makes fun of me, that it doesn't matter. Like, people already know that I'm okay with making fun of myself. And my a big part of who I am as a person is just not taking myself that seriously. And I that's like one of my favorite traits in a person too, is people who don't take themselves too seriously. And it's been so helpful for me to just laugh at myself. Like, I know from watching so many other creators that your first videos always suck. Like, right now I'm not even on my this might be my ninth or 10th video. Like, we're just getting started. And so I think it really helps to not have any crazy expectations for yourself right off the bat. You really use the time where you don't have a ton of eyes on you. Use that time to like make the mistakes. Use that time to I recorded a whole video the other day where my microphone was not on. So like that's why whenever you guys see me look down, I'm looking at my microphone because I want to make sure it's on. I had no audio on one of my videos. Um, it also really helps to get uh, get comfortable and familiar with editing and posting videos before you have more eyes on you and there's more of a demand for you to post the videos, because the editing upload process is very time consuming. And so if you are just starting out and you do not, have an editor or people who you can get to do the back end work for you, if you're just starting out, you're likely doing everything by yourself. And you need to use this time, like I said, where there are not a ton of eyes on you, where you're not like quote unquote in demand just yet. Use that time to really get, quick and get in a routine with filming, editing, and uploading, because all of those are very time consuming. And with YouTube specifically, it is a long form content platform. YouTube is not social media. YouTube is a search engine. And so when the way that you post on Instagram or TikTok is going to be different on YouTube because it's long form. People are looking at you. People want to know who you are. People want to know if you have a story to share. They want to know how you can help them. Instagram and TikTok is more sharing the things that you are doing. And YouTube is the same thing. Like I'm sharing my life with you guys, but I'm trying to do it in a way that's benefiting you. And, obviously with the other platforms, you get that too, but you can do that in a faster time. Instagram, obviously, all you have to do is upload a picture. And it's so much faster and easier to upload photos and stories. Reels do take a very long time. I don't know how y'all are doing, like cranking out reels like back to back to back to back. No, like I reels take a lot of time, but like photos and stories is pretty easy and quick. Even though they do also take time, they are also time consuming. YouTube is just a lot. So you have to get the ideas, you have to find the time to film, you have to do the editing, you have to upload. And all of that, like I said, takes time. And so use your first 50 videos, 100 videos, your first 6 months, your first year, however long it takes to, really start to get some traction on your channel. Use the slower like time to really just get in a routine of figuring out how everything works, figuring out what software works best for you, figuring out how to use CapCut, figuring out how to use your camera or your phone, figuring out the audio situation, figuring out a setup and where you want to record it. Do you want to do sit down videos? Do you want to vlog? What does that look like for you? Are you working? Where can you find the time to squeeze in so that you have the time to do this? For me, I pretty much work 7 days a week. I work 2 jobs. I am a nanny and I work in customer service. And so I have to be really, what's the word? I have to be really strict about my time and my time management. And I really have to make sure that I know where my time is going every day so that I have the time to do this. And so use that like downtime to get in a routine and get in the habit of filming, uploading, knowing the time of day, when you want to film. It's going to be different every day, especially if you are working. It might be different every day. I know for me, it's different every day. And so the days that you have off, how are you going to use those days? How are you going to do this in a way that does not burn you out? Because this requires a lot of energy. Being on camera and talking to the camera, especially if you're doing sit down videos, requires a lot of energy. It probably requires more energy if you're vlogging because you have to share everything. And so, or share, your morning or your night, however you're vlogging. No matter how you slice it, it's time consuming. And so you have to really get in a routine, get in the habit, figure out, for me, I know I'm filming on my phone and it's a process to get the videos from my phone to YouTube. It is a process to edit the videos and to get the videos off of my phone so that I am not taking up too much storage. And so those are all things that you have to learn based on how you're filming, what time of day you're filming, the software that you're using. I'm really grateful that I started before I was ready, because it's given me time to kind of figure out how to do this basically. And so that is a huge benefit of starting before you're ready. It's a benefit of um, not having a ton of eyes on you right now. Use that to your advantage. Use that to create a ton of different videos. Right now I have videos on my channel that cover several different topics. Grief is the main one that I started off talking about, but I want to make sure that I'm incorporating other topics as well. And so film different topics so that you can kind of just throw stuff to the wall and see what sticks. Of course, it's important to have a niche, like everyone says, but don't be scared to like talk about other things and just try a bunch of different things on YouTube. You can get very, very creative on YouTube, and you can get very creative on here because it's long form. And so you have the freedom and the space and the time on this platform. Your videos are not condensed to 60 seconds on YouTube. Use that to your advantage. And like I said, just use the like slower months or the not having a lot of eyes on you. Use that to your advantage. Record as many different videos as you can so that when you do have people who are drawn to your channel, who do see your videos, when they go look at the rest of your videos, they're able to see what you're about. They're able to click through your videos and see if your content is, what they want to keep watching, so that they are able to subscribe. So use I'm using this time personally to just film as many videos as I can and just have as much content up as possible. And so, use that time to do that, whether you have people watching or not. Because eventually, like I said, my views aren't zero. And so somebody is watching. And so just think about you have to think long term with YouTube. YouTube is a long game. You have to think long term. YouTube is not for most people, not for the overnight. It is not for the one and done. And even when you do have a video go viral, it's all, from what I've heard, it's always the one that you don't expect to. And so you have to um, have more content for the people who come from that one video that does get a lot of traction. When they go and look at your channel, you want them to have like more videos to click through and to watch, because that's going to get your watch time up. It's going to help with your views and your subscriber count. YouTube is all about the views. um, I think YouTube is views over subscribers. Subscribers matter, of course. If you want to get monetized, you have to have those certain numbers, but views are very important. So just create as much content as you can and just put it out there. If you found things that you love to talk about, things that you're passionate about sharing, things that people in your life have said that you're good at, or good at talking about, or have asked you about sharing, just put the video up. Just put it out. Just get as much content up as you can. You'll be so happy that you did. Like I said, my main goal with starting this channel is to get comfortable speaking in front of the camera. And so even though like I can't wait until I have more views, I'm glad when I'm first starting out that I don't have a ton, because I'm not comfortable speaking on camera. And that is my main goal with starting this channel. Like I said, YouTube is always something that I have wanted to do. I've started and stopped making videos for so many years, literal years, you guys. And I'm 26, by the way. And I started making videos when I was like in college, that I've just never posted because I was scared to talk on camera. I was scared to post them, scared of what people would think, scared of being cringe, all the things that now, I guess just being older, I just don't care. Like, I also have a podcast that I've had for about 2 years now. And doing that and realizing that people don't really care is actually very freeing, you know? Like, you would think that you would want the people in your life to really care as much as you do, but they don't. And that's actually not a bad thing. Like, like you want, it's really nice to have people that you don't know support you. I think that's even more fun and even more like what's the word, rewarding than the people who do know you. Because the people who really, really do know you and who love you are going to tell you that is great, regardless. You know, it's just like your parents. They're going to think whatever your parent or your grandparents, like they're going to think whatever you do is the best thing ever. And so, like, you expect the love and the support from some of those people, but when you get it from strangers who do not know you, it's so rewarding, even if it's only a few people or even if it's just one person. So that is very rewarding. Another reason why I am, so motivated to keep going and keep posting, even though the numbers are low right now, is because one, I expect the numbers to be low. Like I said, just starting out, no one knows me. I don't have a following on a major following on any platform. And so it's not like I have anything to really draw from. And that actually creates a lot of freedom because I'm not like, I don't have any expectations really. And so the only expectations that I have are the ones I'm putting on myself. And I think that you can use that to your advantage if you're in the same place. And so it's really freeing for me to know that I'm just doing this for myself. Another reason why I am, so motivated to keep going when I'm just starting out, when no one's watching, or when I feel like no one's watching, when the numbers are low, is because like I mentioned before, like I don't have major expectations, especially only being on here for a week. you know, I expect like the first few weeks or months to be slow because I'm brand new here. I don't have a huge following on any platform, so it's not like I have like people to draw from. And so and I think that that's fun and that's exciting because it means that any growth that I do experience on here is going to be organic and um it's going to be from people who genuinely are interested in what I have to say. And I think that that's very cool. And so I think that that's really fun. It's also just fun to have a creative hobby. For me, I'm someone who is an artist at heart. I love creating. Like I said, I've had my podcast for a while now. I have always been drawn to art and to the creative, and I love media. And it's just so cool to have another creative outlet and to have a hobby and one that really, 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 really is getting me out of my comfort zone. When I cannot like stress to you guys how terrified I have been to speak on camera. And just me doing this and I've been getting so much inspiration from watching the creators I look up to, from watching their like first videos, because any creator that you look up to, if you go to their page, you can like go to their like oldest videos, and a lot of creators I look up to have been doing this since they were kids. And so it's really inspiring to me to look at my favorite creators and see them doing this as teenagers. And it's like if they could do it at 26, I can definitely do it. Like there are tons of kids channels on YouTube, where kids are getting on camera and they're super, fun. So it's like, okay, like if they can do it, I can do it. And then, like I said, it's just so much fun to have a hobby. It's so much fun to have something to spend my time on, especially if you're in your 20s. I have a small friend group, and I think that is very easy just as you get older in general to experience loneliness. And friendships change. For a lot of us, our circles get smaller just because everyone's in different life phases. Some people have kids now, some people have families, um, some people are married now, and you can feel like you just don't have as many people around or as many things to do as you used to. And so for me, it's just fun to have goals that I'm working on and something to like just keep myself busy, that I'm excited about and that I'm passionate about. So that I'm not focused on, sorry, like I'm looking at like my coffee table is clear and it looked like it was like like something under it. It's not. Um, it was a reflection. But yeah, it's just been really fun to have a creative outlet. I don't get, experience loneliness or feeling isolated or down as much as I, used to. I'm also going through grief. If you have not checked out my first few videos, go watch those because I did lose my mom, who also is my only immediate family. So I don't have parents, I don't have siblings. And so I am solo dolo out here, I have amazing friends, amazing family, but there's there's no independence like not having any immediate family. Like, it's just a different kind of independence when you have no brothers, no sisters, no mom, no dad. And so, especially being so young, I lost my mom at 25 last year. You can go check out those videos. There's a ton on grief already up. And so, yeah, so it really helps, going through grief. It helps to have something that I'm still excited about, because anyone who has been through grief knows it it really it can get to the point where it feels like life is so pointless because we all die anyway. And so, it the main thing that has helped me has been to lean into things that I love and to find things that I'm super passionate about doing, and not settling for a life that I know I don't want, because obviously now I'm hyper aware of how short life is. My mom was only 60, 61 or 62 when she passed away. Don't kill me for not knowing. No, like, I'm genuinely trying to think. It was either 61 or 62. I'm drawing a blank right now. That is so bad. Um but 60 anything is relatively young, especially this day and age. And so um you really have to it's been really helpful for me to have something to work on, and to have something, like I said, that I'm excited about doing, that opens up a world for me to be able to build a community, even if it's a tiny little community, to connect with other people, to share my story and hopefully help one other person. And that is one of the top. I should have mentioned that, like, number one. You have the opportunity with YouTube and with any platform, but especially YouTube. And if you're trying to get motivation to keep going, you have the opportunity to help someone else. Even if it's one other person, you can help and inspire someone else just by sharing your story, just by sharing what you're going through, just by being open and honest and vulnerable. And I didn't put this on my list, but it's also therapeutic for me to talk, and even if it's just to a camera, I'm basically talking to myself. Um, it's very therapeutic for me to talk and just put my life out there a little bit and share what's on my mind. My podcast that's literally the name of my podcast, is My Thoughts. And so I think that is really cool, having this platform to be able to do it visually. And also, I don't really get dressed or dressed up often. So I don't really have a reason to like look somewhat cute every day. Like I said, I nanny, and so I look crazy when I go to work every day. I look like I just rolled out of bed, because I did just roll out of bed, and it makes no sense for me to even try to really get dressed or put on lipstick or put my hair up or do anything special on a regular basis, because I'm going to get food on my clothes. I'm going to get crap on my clothes. It's just pointless to be any kind of dress. And even though I don't really get super dressed up at all for these videos, I do have to make myself, or like making myself, look somewhat presentable. And so that part of it is fun too, because I just feel like as a society, because of the pandemic, we just stopped getting dressed as a people. And so it's really fun to at least have something to show up for, and to kind of feel like, I need to bring the energy a little bit. And just it's just fun to have something to get ready for a little bit. And like I said, I don't wear makeup. I literally only have on lipstick and mascara and eyeliner, and I filled in my eyebrows, which are this thick, by the way. Like, I might do like a whole like face skin type video soon. But I don't wear makeup. I wore makeup one time this year, like full face makeup, like foundation, concealer, and that was when I was in a wedding. I don't wear makeup. And so I think I will go ahead and do like a skincare video very soon. For those of you who also don't like wearing makeup, I don't find anything wrong with it. Like I said, I just don't have a job where I need to. Like, it's pointless for me to really get ready. Um, and so, not saying that like I can't get ready every day, but you know what I mean? Like, I just don't, it's not a necessity for me. And I don't like I have very sensitive skin. And so I don't like a ton of product on my face at all. The bare minimum for me is what works best for me and what works best for my body. So I just leave it alone. My body works and functions best when I leave it alone. So I really have a very minimal approach to my body and to life and to my health in general, which I'll probably do a whole video on. But yeah, I just went off on a whole rant, which I do on these videos because I have a podcast, you guys. I am a podcaster first. And so I am used to talking a lot. So I'm sorry. But I'm not used to doing it on video. And so we're still getting our feet wet over here. I'm still trying to, get used to this platform, but I'm enjoying doing it. And I have had um, so many things that I've already learned only being, like I said, 2 weeks now into this. And I'm super excited about where it's going. I'm so grateful for the support that I've already gotten to, my very, very tiny following. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Those of you who have subscribed, I just want to make sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited to see where this goes. I am 26. I feel like I'm a very late bloomer when it comes to making videos and doing YouTube because the majority of people I look up to have been on here since they were in high school. And so, but I think like that's the beauty of it. And I also really want to say that if this is something that you really want to do and have been told that it's oversaturated, please remember that this is an extremely new industry. Being able to make money on online in general just started. Like we haven't even begun to see or began to see where this industry is going. You know what I mean? Like this is a brand new industry. Our grandparents don't A lot of our grandparents still don't even understand this. That tells you how new it is because we're like one generation into social media and to, creating content online. So it is nowhere near oversaturated. And there is so much room for you. There is room for whatever message you want to get out there. There is room for whatever you want to share. Your people are out there. They are waiting for you. They are watching you. If you are saying this, it is not by accident. So make sure you go check out my other videos. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do not miss any notifications from me. And let me know what has motivated you and what has kept you going down below. If you are also brand new and have a new channel, please leave your channel down below. And I would love to check out any of you guys's content. So definitely let me know down below. If you are also like a late bloomer to YouTube, please let me know. But I'm so excited because I'm seeing so many like people in their 40s and 50s and older who are just starting making videos too. I think that like people are realizing how special this space is, and it's just a little bit more, I guess, like wholesome than Instagram and TikTok just because those are so fast and those are so much more um what's the word? Aesthetic, yes, but also I don't know, there's just something, it's a different energy with Instagram and TikTok. And part of it, a big part of it is because it's so instant. But with YouTube, you kind of get to take your time and you get to really listen to people and you really get to see them and to see their personalities a little bit more. And I think that's why a lot of people are gravitating more towards YouTube over other platforms right now. It's kind of like a little migration going on in social media a little bit. And, I think that this really is a very special platform. And even if you, obviously, it's the internet. And so it's going to have its downsides. It's still going to have trolls. It's still going to have negative people. You're still going to get haters or hate comments or whatever at some point. We don't care, okay? Like again, I'm doing this for me, and so make sure you know your why and show up for the people who are showing up for you and don't care about the people who are not showing up for you. They don't matter. People who hate watch clearly have an interest in what you're doing, or else they wouldn't be watching you. So the haters always deep down really love you. Like there's a saying that like hate is just really deep love in reverse or something like that, but they care for a reason. And so yeah, make sure that you keep going. If any of these helped you, let me know down below. And like I said, I'm just really happy to be on this platform. I'm happy to share, what's been motivating me so far. And I cannot wait to keep going. I can't wait to look back this time next year on these first few videos and see, hopefully any progress that I've made. And hopefully you guys will still be here. I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.